All right, so the other tip I'm going to give as far as new features in the 8.06 release is the ability to, again, copy a page. So I've got this example page set up here, my cool page, which right now has an HTML widget with a countdown timer. We covered how to set that up on a previous session, one of the earlier sessions here on YouTube, so you can definitely jump back and check out that video if you're interested. But so what we're showing here is, kind of a custom page, something that took a few minutes to set up and, copy and paste some code snippets, make some changes, set some colors, set some padding. So, the scenario that we're covering here is, let's say, this is a type of page that I'm going to be repeating. Maybe I'm setting up one of these pages for each of the schools that I work with. So I'm setting up their countdown timer for ordering. I'm listing their products right below that. And I want an easy way to kind of replicate that, right? I have 20 different schools that I work with. I don't want to have to drag in that HTML widget, make the changes each time. I want to be able to quickly set these up. So that's exactly the scenario where copying the page now comes in super handy. So if you go into your pages listing here in the page editor, you'll notice that uh, any non-system page has the ability to select copy. So I can go ahead and press copy next to my cool page. Let's call it my cool page 2 and hit OK. So that's now going to take that exact configuration and create a copy right below it. So it's a much more advanced starting point. So now all I would need to do maybe, go back into my HTML widget. Maybe this school has a little bit longer time to order. So, maybe they're ordering till October. We'll make that change on the date. And then maybe they're using red as their school colors. So we could go ahead and make that change on the widget, make the change on our background as well. And then maybe I have a category set up to list their products. So I'll jump into the listing widget and select one of these other categories. Right, and just like that, with a few clicks, I've now set up a similar page to what I had previously without having to, drop in widgets and copy and paste content from somewhere else. All right, so that's going to be a huge time saver for you guys using the DecoNetwork 8 page editor. All right, going back on what I mentioned earlier, there are certain pages that you don't have the ability to copy, and those are going to be system pages, right? Pages where they're very specific in terms of the functionality that they have. They're really pages that whose functionality cannot be duplicated, right? So you've got things like the default listing pages as far as blank products, decorated products, and designs. We did also add this icon identifier next to those system pages to kind of give you some feedback as far as what they're doing. Right, so products is the system page that displays decorated products in a way that they can paginate. So you've got the page numbering down at the bottom. No other page has that functionality. So these are kind of unique pages, and so you'll notice that we don't have the option to copy those. Same goes for a page like the designer. Again, it's kind of a one-off. Um, and then your quote pages will also be kind of that same one-off where that functionality uh, can't be duplicated somewhere else. All right, so yeah, great new functionality here in the page editor.